Join me on a journey to embrace your KAVELA life. Hi friends, thanks so much for joining me. My name is Rachel. Welcome to your yoga practice. So if you're a beginner or a teen or somebody who's been practicing yoga here and there, this is a great class for anybody that wants to kind of just learn and ease into their practice. So if you're ready, we'll begin by coming to a comfortable seated position. So whatever that is for you, you can sit in lotus, or you can come to take the heels underneath the hips or extend the legs out. So whatever works for you is fine. Maybe bring the palms to the knees. And an option here to close the eyes. Let's roll the shoulders back. Begin to open and expand the chest. Maybe close the eyes. So take a moment here to thank yourself for making time for yourself. And just take this next hour and be gentle with yourself. Listen to your body. Maybe quiet that chatter in the mind. Let go of stress and any anxiety. So anything that went on during the day or whatever is ahead of you, just let go of that. Give yourself permission to just be in the moment. So sometimes it's hard to quiet the mind. Really take this time to allow yourself to let go of anything that no longer serves you. It's okay to just let it go. So as you're quieting your mind, your body, maybe notice your breath. In yoga, the breath is so important, as in life. So it's kind of this tool that we have to allow ourselves to relax, calm, find inner peace. And you can use it whenever you need it. Whenever maybe your emotions or feelings are getting out of control, come to the breath. Focus on your breath. Start to inhale through the nose and exhale out the nose. With each breath, start to take in a little bit more of that fresh oxygen, really filling and expanding the lungs, drawing that breath down to the belly. Just focusing on that breath, deepening and lengthening the breath. Maybe equalize the breath. So on the inhale, maybe count to 5 or 4 or 3, whatever works for you. And then on that exhale, just count to the same number. Maybe on your next inhale, attach a positive thought. Start to draw in some positive energy on that inhale. And on the exhale, just let go of any negative energy you're holding on to. So maybe you're feeling stressed. So on that exhale, just let go of that stress. Just let it fade away. Maybe on your inhale, think about peace, calm, relax. Just notice how you're starting to feel, how your body feels, how your mind feels. Notice if there's a slight shift in how you're feeling. And always remember the breath through your practice and through your day and the days ahead. And always come back to that breath and use it to help center you, help calm you. Let's start to slowly bring some movement into the body. So we're going to inhale, floating the arms up, maybe open the eyes, start to gaze out. Then exhale, float the arms down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Holding here, let's begin to take some shoulder rolls. So rolling the shoulders back for 3, 2, and 3. And then let's roll the shoulders opposite direction forward for 3, 2, and 1. Let's start to just get a gentle stretch in the neck, gazing up to the sky. Exhale, looking down, maybe tucking the chin towards the chest. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale. So really start to connect the breath with the movements here. Let's tilt the head over to that right shoulder. And don't force it, be really gentle. Inhale back to center, exhale over to the left. Inhale up and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Come back to center. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, coming over towards the right side. Take that right palm down to the ground. Start to slowly come into a lateral stretch. So we're getting a stretch along the left side of the body here. Just reach So you want to try to avoid caving forward. Start to open the chest up to the sky. Maybe gaze up to that left palm. And then take it back over to the opposite side. Float the right arm up. Lift and lengthen. Open your chest up to the sky. Gaze up to the right palm. Feel that right upper body stretch. Inhale, come back over to the opposite side. And from here, we're going to sweep that left arm forward and around and float the right arm up. So we're just coming over to the opposite side, stretch, sweep the arm around. Make it nice and fluid, float, stretch, float it around. Take it over to the left, lateral stretch, flow it around. So just flowing here from side to side. And last one, sweep it around. And then come back. Reaching the arms up. Exhale the hands into the heart center. Hands in prayer. Maybe take a moment to set an intention, a dedication for your practice if you'd like. Big inhale up. Exhale, take the hands behind the lower back. If you can, interlace your fingers. Press the palms together. Start to open the chest, open the shoulders. Gaze up to the sky. Notice where your shoulders are. Start to stack the shoulders over the hips. Exhale, coming into a forward fold. Wherever you are, start to let the chest drop. Float the arms up. Let the head drop. So it doesn't matter if you can't come too far forward or get the arms up. Just do the best you can do. Notice here if the shoulders are scrunched up towards the neck or the ears. Start to draw them away. Inhale, float back up. Coming back to that seated position and back to a back bend. So open the chest. Teeth are lightly touching. Feel a nice stretch in the throat. Exhale, forward fold here. This time you have the option to, if the forehead is touching the ground, start to lift the hips up to the sky, rolling onto the crown of the head. From here, let the hips sink down to the heels, and we're coming into child's pose. So child's pose, extended child's pose. Extend the arms out in front of you. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Maybe widen the knees or keep the knees touching. Do what feels good for you here. Maybe the forehead touches, stimulating that third eye, the eye of intuition, the eye. That's how that voice inside of you that tells you to trust yourself. From here, let's walk the hands off to the left side of your mat. So walking the hands over to that left side. Feel a nice stretch along that right side of the body from the right palm all the way to the right hip. Nice deep inhale. Draw the breath into that right lung. And exhale, let it go. Walk the hands back to center. Then walk both palms off to the right side of your mat. Nice deep inhale into that left side body. So feel the stretch from that left palm all the way down to the left glute. And then come back to center. Back to extended child's pose. And then let's float up to a tabletop position. So coming into your tabletop position, make sure that the knees are hips width apart. And the palms are stacked underneath the shoulders here. Make sure your table is nice and strong. We're going to move through some cat-cows. So moving through cat-cows, start to gaze up. Let your belly drop. Let your hips rise. Maybe tuck the toes, engaging the feet. Exhale, round that spine. Push the ground away with the palms. And inhale, coming into this is cow pose. Exhale, coming into cat. So just moving through this, connecting the breath with the movements at your own pace. Just moving back and forth with the breath. Exhale around. And come back to that neutral spine here. So from here, we're going to extend the right leg back. So take that right leg back directly behind you. Tuck the right toes. So holding here. Start to press that right heel back. Feel a nice gentle stretch in the back of the leg, the back of the calf especially. So you're almost like pressing that right heel down towards the ground. And don't force anything. Always be gentle, listening to your body. You don't want to force anything. Come back, release that. Let's float that right leg up. Point the toes. Flex the foot. Let's point the toes, flex the foot a couple of times. Maybe rotate the ankle, making little circles here. Going in one direction, then in the opposite direction. So you want to make sure you engage your core. So think about drawing your belly button to your spine. Don't let the belly sag or hang. Notice your hips. You want to make sure your hips are level to the ground. Your shoulders are level to the ground. Holding here. From here, we're going to take that right leg out to the side on the right side of your mat and just do little toe taps here. So tapping the right, kick it up, back to center, cross it over to the left. Inhale, kick, take it over to the right. Inhale, kick, left, kick, tap right, kick, tap left, kick, tap right, kick, tap left, kick, tap right, kick, tap left. Hold here. Start to slide your right leg back. So we're going to slide back and fold over our left knee. So coming down, extend the arms out, folding over that left thigh. And just breathe here, and then float it up. Extend that right leg. Exhale, bring that knee back down, coming into tabletop. So check your alignment, stacking the shoulders over the wrists. Fingers are spread nice and wide like starfish. The knees are directly under the hips. Extend that left leg back this time. Tuck the left toes and start to press that left heel away. So make sure you're not caving in the neck or looking up, and if possible, make sure that however you're watching me is directly in front of you, not to the side, so you're twisting your neck. You want to make sure you have a nice, neutral, long neck here. Pressing that heel back, feel that nice calf stretch. And release, come back. Float the left leg up. Square the hips, the shoulders to the ground. Let's point the toe, extend through that left leg. Flex the foot, point the toe, flex the foot. Make those little circles with the ankle. Going in one direction 3 times, and then taking it in the opposite direction 3 times. And then holding here, we're going to take our toe taps. So take that left leg to the outside of your mat on the left side. Tap the toe, kick, cross it over, take it over to the right. Tap your toe, kick, tap, kick, tap, cross, kick, tap, kick, tap, kick, tap, kick, and tap. It doesn't matter how high you kick. And kick. Last one, hold here. Start to slide that left leg back. Fold over that right leg. Reach and extend through the arms. So you might feel a nice stretch in this right glute, the right buttocks over here. Just come into that nice, deep, steady breath. Inhale, float that left leg up. Come back to tabletop. From tabletop, we're going to come into our high plank. Tuck the toes first. Lift the knees. So right now, we're going to just hover here. So if this gets to be too hard, because it's pretty challenging, you're using your upper body strength, your core, which is your midsection. Use your breath. Use that powerful tool of the breath. And then from here, let's step into our high plank. So extending the legs out, straighten the knees. So we're building heat, we're building strength here. Modification here is just to ground the knees. So remember, in your yoga practice and in life, you could always take a little step back. It's okay. If things get to be too much, you take a little break, you modify, you adjust. So if any of the poses get to be too much, do what you need to do for yourself. Be gentle and be patient with yourself. We're going to come into our downward facing dog. Downward facing dog, lift the hips up to the sky, let the head drop. So it's okay to have a slight bend in the knees. If your hamstrings are tight, and most people have tight hamstrings, so bend the knees as much as you need to. Lifting the hips up to the sky. Let that chest drop down towards the ground. Let the head just hang, maybe move the head around. Just take any tension out of the neck, the head. Notice the shoulders. Draw those shoulder blades down the back. Make sure the fingers are spread nice and wide. No pressure in the upper body, which I know is hard because we're on our hands, but try to mentally shift the energy to the lower body. And let's lift up onto the balls of the feet and walk the feet forward towards the top of your mat. Inhale, bring the palms to the shins. Exhale, come back down, bend the knees. This time, inhale, we're going to come all the way up to Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, float the arms up. Bring the palms together. Exhale, hands into the heart center, hands in prayer. Nice. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale, we're going to add on. Exhale, come into a forward fold. Take the palms to the ground or to the shins. Inhale, flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, fold. We're going to step the right leg back, drop that left knee. Look forward. Bring the left leg back, coming into your high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Coming here for 2 breaths. So taking 2 nice deep breaths. Taking the left foot, we're going to step forward into low lunge. Drop the right knee, gaze forward. From here, shift the weight to the left foot, step the right foot back next to the left. Inhale, float all the way up to Tadasana. Float the arms up, hands in prayer. Start to press the hips forward. Exhale, hands to heart. So we're coming into our sun salutation. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, fold. This time, step the left leg back. Right leg steps back to high plank. Exhale. Bring the hips up, coming into your downward facing dog for 2 breaths. Let's take the right foot forward, drop the left knee. Step the left foot to meet the right foot. Inhale, hands into prayer, float all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Right foot steps back, ground that right knee, gaze forward. Left foot steps to high plank. Exhale, down dog. 2 breaths. Each time in down dog, try to go a little deeper here. Lift the hips up. Step the left foot forward, gaze forward, take that step. Hold here. Right foot meets the left. Big inhale up. Open the heart to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. We're going to add on, inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Left foot steps back. Ground that left knee. Right foot, high plank. Down dog. 2 breaths. Right foot steps forward, ground the left knee. Step the left foot to meet the right foot. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Right foot, ground the right knee. Step to high plank. From here, knees, chest, chin. Lower all the way down. Keep the hips lifted. Float onto the belly. So coming in for baby cobra. So laying all the way on the belly. Palms are outside the chest. Inhale. Peel the chest up. Hover. Let those elbows come nice and close to the side body. Feet are touching, legs are touching. Lift the chest. Exhale. Press through the palms, pass through tabletop. Tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Let's step that. Gaze forward, left foot steps forward. Ground the right knee. Step the right foot to meet the left foot. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Left foot steps back, left knee grounds. Right leg high plank. Hold here. Knees, chest, chin, hips to the sky. Float onto the belly for baby cobra. Peel the chest, waking up that lower spine. Exhale. Tabletop. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Gaze forward, right foot steps forward, left foot, inhale all the way up, exhale, hands to heart. And let's just breathe here. So from here, let's take the hands to the hips. We're going to take a little hop. So we're going to widen our feet, hips width apart. You can step the feet or take that little hop. From here, Nice big inhale, engage your core. We're gonna hinge at the hips, don't use the lower back. So always using your abdominal muscles to protect the lower back. Exhale, we're gonna come into a forward fold. So folding, hinging from the hips. Let the fingertips touch the ground or come to the shins wherever you are. If your hamstrings are really tight and you can't touch the ground, no worries here. Let the head just hang. Start to shift the weight towards the toes, the front of the feet. Take hands to opposite elbows, coming in for ragdoll. So ragdoll, the upper body is really just hanging, relaxing. You start to feel a nice stretch in the back of the legs, the lower back. Maybe sway from side to side. Or do whatever feels good for you. If it feels good to just stay still, that's fine. Wherever you are, just breathe. And then let's release. From here, we're going to come into Malasana. So Malasana pose, start to walk the feet out slightly. Toes are going to face out. And I'm just going to turn so you can see. So I walked my feet out, turning my toes out. Start to bend through the knees, sink the hips down towards the mat. Coming into a nice squat. So if you can't get down this low, that's fine. Just do what you can do here. Maybe bring the hands into prayer, taking the elbows inside the knees. Close the eyes here. Start to really lengthen through the spine. Breathe. So this posture here, this yoga asana is really good, helps promote digestion. If you feel really good, maybe start to gently press the elbows into the knees, opening up here. From here, let's bring the palms down to the ground. Start to slowly come back to that forward fold. Walk the feet back in. Coming back into your ragdoll. And slowly bring the hands up to the hips. Lifting, engaging the core, come back up to stand. So we're going to take another bigger hop. So we're going to widen the feet. So hop out, taking a wide-legged stance. From here, you're going to pivot that left foot forward. Start to bend that left knee, stacking the left knee over the left ankle. Square the hips towards the front of your mat. Inhale, float the arms up. Coming in for warrior one here. So make sure your legs are wide enough. That right foot is on a 45-degree angle. The left foot toes are facing the front of your mat. Hips are square to the front of your mat. Arms float up, relax through the shoulders here. Gaze up, palms are facing each other. Warrior one. Opening up here for warrior two. So you're just opening up to the side, pivoting the feet, and taking a wider stance. So maybe 3 feet, 4 feet between the legs here. And let's just shake out the arms. Shake out the hands, the wrists, wiggle it out. Relax through those arms. Warrior two is a strong, confident pose. Make sure that that left knee is stacked over the left ankle. So make sure you have that alignment. Sink the hips down. Strong legs. So we're working the legs here. We're working the core. Gaze towards the left fingertips. Imagine this lightning bolt shooting out your fingertips. Breathe. From here, we're going to flip our left palm up to the sky, coming in for reverse warrior or peaceful warrior. Float that left arm up, gaze up to the left palm. Right palm floats down onto the right leg. Gaze up, always lifting and lengthening. Be careful, you don't want to cave into the right side. You want to lift up to the sky. Exhale, warrior two. From here, we're going to come into our extended angle pose. Take the elbow down to the knee. Float the right arm, extending it long. So imagine a ball rolling from the top of your fingertips all the way down to your foot. So you want to make a beautiful straight line from that right palm all the way down to the right foot. Extended angle pose, maybe gaze up to that right palm. And if you don't have the balance, it's okay. Inhale, float back up to warrior two. Trikonasana. We're going to come into triangle pose. Straightening the left knee. Maybe walk that right foot in slightly. Reach towards the top of your mat. So your knees are straight, but keep the knees slightly softened. Exhale, we're going to hinge at the hips. Float the right arm up. And that left palm floats down to the inner ankle. If you can't reach the inner ankle, that's fine. Just go where you can go. So in this pose, we're actually twisting the spine. We're stacking the shoulders, stacking the hips, opening the chest to the sky, reaching through the right fingertips. You can gaze up to that right palm or look down to the left palm or just look straight out to the side. Wherever you are, just make sure you're breathing that nice, deep, steady breath. Inhale, float it up. Beautiful. From here, let's turn in back to that wide-legged stance. So you're turning to the long side of your mat. Arms are out in T. Pivot the right foot this time. So we're just going to repeat that on the opposite side. So in yoga, whatever we do on one side, we always do on the opposite side to balance the body. So your right foot, toes are facing the top of the mat. So now the back of your mat. Left foot is on a 45-degree angle. Start to square the hips, bend that right knee, stacking it over the right ankle. Inhale, float the arms up for warrior one. Palms are facing each other. Gazing up. Try to pin or press the outer edge of your left foot to the ground. So when you do that, you're going to notice that your inner Left thigh is spiraling out. You're opening up the hip, so it's a little bit challenging. It's a little detail that makes a big difference. From here, let's take 2 nice deep breaths, relaxing the shoulders. Opening up for warrior 2. So find your warrior 2 on the other side. Shake out the arms, relax the shoulders, shake it out. Breathe. Feel that inner strength, that inner confidence. You're strong. Flip that right palm up to the sky. Float it up. Coming in for reverse warrior. Peaceful warrior. Gaze up to that right palm. Stay nice and deep in that lunge. Make sure that right knee stays right over that right ankle. Exhale, warrior 2. From here, extended angle. Elbow to knee. Float the left arm this time. Create that beautiful straight line from the left fingertips down to that left foot. Keep on sinking the hips. So it's okay if you're here, but if your legs are feeling strong, don't be afraid to sink the hips down. Building strength in the legs, the core. Come back up, warrior 2. Warrior 2, we're going to come into Trikonasana. My favorite pose, straightening that right knee this time. We're going to reach towards the top of the mat, then exhale, hinge. Opening up into a triangle. So that left arm extends, fingertips reach up to the sky. Stacking the hips, shoulders, opening the chest to the sky. Coming into this twist, spinal twist. Breathe here, do the best that you can. Big inhale up. And let's come back to a straight leg peaceful. Float that right arm up. Left arm floats down to the left leg. Reach and extend here. Come back to warrior 2. Pivot on the right foot. Back into that wide-legged stance. Arms are out in T. We're going to turn the toes out now. So taking the toes out, ankles in. Coming in for goddess pose. Bending the knees, bend the elbows. Palms are open, flat. Sink the hips down. Big inhale up, reach to the sky. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach, 5-star. Exhale, goddess pose. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale up, reach. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to hold here. So holding here, just breathe. Maybe come up onto the toes, challenging your balance. And then release the heels, lift, stretch. Exhale, float the arms. Turn towards the top of your mat, and we're just going to step the right foot up to meet the left. So coming back, Feet are touching back into Tadasana mountain pose. Now let's just shake it out a little bit. So we're going to take a balancing pose here, so you can stay facing the top of your mat. I'm going to turn so you can see me. I'm going to practice our balance. So balance is really important for everybody, any age. So one of the ways we keep our balance is we pick a spot to focus on. So you don't want to look down. You want to keep the gaze straight ahead, or whatever works for you. Pick one spot. That's the first thing. The other thing is we're going to shift the weight onto one foot. So when you shift the weight, so we're going to start out shifting the weight onto our left foot. We're going to lift up our right leg. So when you lift the right leg, make sure you don't collapse into your hip. You don't want to sag down. So, because right there you're going to fall to the side. You want to make sure you stay lifted, really tall. Practice beautiful posture. That's going to help. And third thing is breathe. Don't hold the breath. Don't tighten up, and don't be nervous about balancing. Relax. Take your time here. So keep those little pointers in mind and you'll be fine. And if you lose your balance, shake it off and come back in. So let's just roll the shoulders back. Shift the weight into the left foot. We're going to lift up that right foot off the ground. So bending the knee. Let's hug the knee into the chest. If you can't get the knee to the chest, that is fine. No worries here. Just do the best you can do. If you can't get the hands around the knee, that's fine too. Just hold that leg up. So the main thing you're focusing on here is balancing on that left leg. We're building strength here. If it helps to take the hands to the hips, that's fine too. So just do what you can do here. So from here, we're going to take the knee, opening up the hip. So taking that right knee, opening it up, out to the side. Stay strong in that left leg. Even if you're a little wobbly, it's okay. Come back to center. Take the hands to the hips. Extend that right leg forward. Exhale, float it down. Great job. Let's shake it off. Let's balance on our right leg. So shifting the weight to the right foot this time. Finding our focal point, relaxing. Staying nice and tall, practicing our beautiful posture here. Float that left leg up. Maybe take the knee in towards the chest. When you're ready, if you want to try opening up the knee out to the side. Exhale, bring it back, hands to hips. Extend that leg forward. Exhale, float that left foot to meet the right foot, Tadasana mountain pose. Let's just shake it out. Paddle the heels, just shake it out. Let it go. So we're going to come into tree pose. So this is a fun pose, another balancing pose. Use those same little pointers. From here, shift the weight to the left foot. Left leg. Now you can bring your right foot to the shin, to the ankle. This is fine for your tree pose. If you want to bring the foot up to the inner thigh, that's fine too. can take it here. Just make sure you don't have the foot on the knee. That's the only place you don't want to have the foot. You don't want to put stress on your knee. And you could also, in time, take that right foot and bring it up to that left hip crease. So go wherever feels comfortable for you, coming into your tree pose. Focus and concentrate. And as I said before, if you need to come out of the pose and shake it out and then go back in. So I'm just going to move through the different variations here. You can stay wherever feels good for you. Maybe float the arms up. And release. Come out of your tree pose whenever it feels good for you. And shake it out, let it go. So balance is challenging for everybody. So if this is really challenging for you, just be patient with yourself. There's no judgment, no expectation in yoga. So we just do the best we can do. We have fun with this. So these balancing poses are meant to be fun. Even though they are challenging, have fun with them. So we're going to switch to the opposite side, shifting the weight to the right foot. So again, you can take the foot to the ankle, to the inner right thigh, or bring that left foot into the right hip crease. So I'm going to go through a couple of them. So you want to just repeat what you did on the opposite side if possible. Make sure you don't collapse into that right hip. Stand up nice and tall. Find your focus here. Maybe bring the arms up. Tree pose. Let the arms be your branches of your tree. And I'm going to take tree pose here. So take your time, there's no rush. And when you're ready, slowly release, shake it out. Big inhale up, and let's exhale out the mouth. Create that ha, H-A sound. Big inhale up. Through the nose, exhale out. Inhale. Exhale. Great job, everybody. So we're going to take it back down onto the mat. So however you want to get down there. Taking the legs out in front, bend the knees. Sitting up nice and tall, we're going to come into seated cat-cows. Take the palms behind the thighs, lengthen through the spine, round that back, tuck the chin towards the chest. Inhale, lift the chest hard up to the sky. Exhale, round. Inhale up. Let the head drop back. Exhale, round. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to center. We're going to come into boat pose. So boat pose, there's many variations. You can take the palms behind you for balance. Lift the legs up, point the toes. So supporting yourself, lift the chest, nice flat back. If you want, you can take the arms extended out in front. You want to gaze up to the sky, float the legs up. So we're using our core here, our core strength. So we're just going to hold here for a little bit. So just do what you can. So you want to make sure your back isn't rounding. Lift the chest up, look up. So where the eyes go, the body will follow. And then slowly, let's lower down onto our back. Great job. Coming on to our back, let's bend the knees, hug the knees into the chest. Take hands to opposite elbows, maybe forehead to the knees, curling into a little ball here. Exhale, release. Take the arms out and T. Drop the soles of the feet onto your mat. I'm just going to shift your hips over slightly to the left side. Let the knees drop over to the right. Coming into a spinal twist. Gaze over to the left palm. Come back, bring the knees through center, shift the hips to the right. Take the knees over to the left, gaze over towards that right palm. Breathe. So we're starting to slow down our breath. Coming back to the present moment. Inhale, come back to center. Let's extend both legs up to the sky. Just holding here. Lengthen through the neck. And just hold. And from here, we're going to come into happy baby, taking the arms inside the thighs. Take your peace sign fingers and wrap them around your big toes if you can. If you can't, just take the hands to the ankles, to the shins. Then flex the soles of the feet up to the sky. Let the legs open, let the hips open. Maybe rock from side to side. So happy baby, imagine a little baby on its back. Just happy as can be. Relaxing, not a care in the world here. If you'd like to get an extra stretch, you can try to straighten the knees. Make sure you're staying with that nice breath, nice, deep, steady, long breath. Bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet together. Release that yogi toe grip. Float the arms overhead, palms are facing the sky. Let the knees drop. Soles of the feet are flat together. Supta Baddha Konasana or butterfly pose. So coming into our butterfly pose, we're going to imagine our legs are the wings of a butterfly. And our arms are going to float. As you bring the knees together, let the arms float down to the ground. Inhale, float the arms up, let the knees drop, opening up the hips. Exhale, bring the knees together, float the arms down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale, last one. Holding here. We're going to come into our final posture, Shavasana. So Shavasana, open the arms out, spread the fingers nice and wide, the palms are facing the sky. Extend the legs maybe as wide as your mat or whatever feels good for you. Coming into Shavasana, this is one of our most important poses in yoga and a lot of people's favorite pose. It's a time when we rest not only our physical body, but our mind. Try not to think of what's ahead or try to let go of your class, your practice. Just stay here right now in the present moment. Just be. Feel the belly rise, the belly fall. Let the feet just flop to the sides. Relax the shins. Relax the knees. Relax the thighs. Hips are open. Belly rises, belly falls. Chest is open. Your heart is open. Shoulders, arms just melt into the ground. Fingertips feel light. Unclench the jaw. Relax the brow. Let any thoughts just float out the top of your head. Feel totally relaxed here, totally calm, totally peaceful. So feel free to stay here in your Shavasana, resting as long as you would like. If you'd like to join me in closing out your practice, start to bring some movement into the fingers, the toes, the hands, the feet. Inhale the arms up overhead. Bend the knees. Let's roll onto our right side, coming into a fetal position. Just taking some nice deep breaths there. And from here, slowly make your way back to your comfortable seated position. Sit up nice and tall. Maybe roll the shoulders back, lengthen through the spine, crown to the sky. Let's close out our practice with 3 cleansing breaths. We're going to inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth. So when you're ready, nice big inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Thank you so much for joining me. And thank yourselves for taking this time out to do something really good for yourself. I hope you really enjoy your practice. I hope you feel more peaceful, calm, stress-free. So as you go through the rest of your day and the days ahead, try to keep that peaceful feeling. Use your breath. Come back to your yoga practice to find that peaceful, centered feeling. May there always be peace in your heart, peace in your words, and peace in your mind. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed your journey today. If you would like to see new classes, please remember to subscribe, like, visit our website at KAVELALIFE.com. Become a member on our Patreon account. By becoming a member, it allows us to create new classes. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at KAVELA Life. Thank you so much. Namaste.